This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we have a washing machine that is filling too slowly. We're going to have to move it out of a real tight closet. So I'm going to spray some white lithium grease underneath the feet of this washing machine. You could also use Windex, oil, any kind of slippery substance would be great. It just helps to break the friction. I'm going to reach in and grab here on the inside of the washing machine. I've opened the door. And I'm going to pull on the left side a few inches, then on the right side a few inches, back and forth. And I'm going to try to wiggle this thing out of the tight closet that it's in. So this is important that I can get the dryer off of this washing machine to do this repair. And sometimes when the dryer is on top and it's inside of a closet, it's a little tricky. When you do this, take your time. Be careful as you're pulling it out. If it appears to be stuck, you don't want to pull too hard because there may be a gas line or a water line that is already taut and can't go any further. So if you can somehow look back there with your video camera to see what's going on, or your phone, that'd be great, just so you can see if there's something that's being pulled that you don't want to damage. So in this case, it was just a lot of friction. And by putting in that white lithium grease, I was able to finally get the washer and dryer out of the closet. I'm going to spray a little bit more of this now on the back feet. These are rubber feet, so if you can get something slippery underneath, it really makes a difference. And one person can actually move these washers and dryers. It's not too hard. You just have to have something to break the friction. You have to know where to grab, and you have to use a low stance. Make sure you keep your knees bent so you don't hurt your back. So now I notice that the gas line here on the dryer is taut, and this is as far out as it can go. So I'm going to go out to the street side of the building, and I'll take my vice grips or a crescent wrench and turn the gas valve 90 degrees to turn off the gas to the whole house. I'm going to remove now this gas line. Realize that when you do this, you're going to have to relight your water heater, maybe even your furnace, maybe even your oven. So you may want to arrange with the utility company to come out and do a relight for you. This was a bad installation. Usually these gas lines should be much longer, and that would allow you to get back behind it and shut off the gas at a gas valve that's just for the dryer. So now I'm pulling it out. I got it disconnected. I'm going to pull out both of them a little further, and I'm going to use my Phillips head screwdriver to take out a couple of screws here on the bracket that's on the back of the dryer. So I got to get this dryer off of the washing machine to do the repair. So I'm just spinning out these two Phillips head screws on the left bracket. I'll do the same thing on the right bracket. And I'm going to lift the bracket out of the dryer. So the dryer and the washing machine are now disconnected. I've got the dryer unplugged. I was able to pull the plug out of the wall. And I was able to take the vent tube off. Could wiggle it off. I had enough space to do that. And now I have a garbage can that was just outside, and I'm going to use that to slide the dryer onto, because these cans are just the right size, and also they have wheels, so you can wheel the dryer away. I'm pulling the dryer now by the frame, pulling it out on top of this garbage can. Just be careful, take your time. This is a little bit unstable. Now that it's on top of the garbage can, I just wheeled it through the kitchen out away from the closet because I need some room to work. Make sure there's no little kids around that are going to pull on this dryer because they're usually pretty unstable. So now that we have the repair done for the washing machine, we're going to put the dryer back on. So we're just wheeling it through the kitchen. It's on top of the garbage can that has wheels. It can be pretty unstable, so just take your time. I had to go around this corner with it. And they're pretty big, heavy, and unwieldy objects, but if you just take it step by step, I was able to get it back on top of the washing machine just by pushing it on top inside of that closet. And just was pretty easy by putting it on top of a garbage can. I've used the compost bins before, or recycling bins. Anything that's about that high with wheels makes it really easy. So now I've got a little bit of room here where I can go back and just hook up everything. I'm plugging the washing machine back in. I got the hoses back on. I'm putting the vent tube back on the dryer. Going to get that tight. And here we go. All right, got that tight. So I'm going to put these little clips on again to hold the dryer to the washing machine. So get the one on the far right and one on the left. And we're going to put in a couple of Phillips head screws to hold it on. Use a special angle tool to tighten it. It was made by DeWalt. Great tool. Get it at Home Depot. Alright, we're going to get the gas line back on. So I have very little room, but it's enough. So we're going to spin that on by hand. One hand's pushing the line in, the other one's spinning it on. Get it tight. Turn on the gas again. And everything worked. It cured the problem. Hope this is helpful to you. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe when you get a chance.